Kajian Kynhun Myntri ke Sorkar MDA2 hak artarik uno pra arhajar pesau kalau menjore ke jing terwa ban Pynjlan ya ke port IY ya ke Jaka Sorkar saken ropo Snem kenang ban penslur ya ke jingwan ken show tingka ke bahe haki kampen roy hapo ke Sorkar jella. Habakran sikilat pathai kubor hidin ke jialang ubak pol ling do unong ai kitien ke Sorkar MDA2 ulaong nomor ke jing yo I ya ke jing don kam bat ke jing nawan ke jing terwa ya ke jing ken show kam ki bahe bat ki project kumta la Pynjlan ke port IY salai post Snem. Ula pentip bakane kan penslur bat krengi kinong kan show kam bakinwan kan show haki project kam penroy baper ke jela Meghalaya kam tam haki kam ki bapen idak ya ke jingkio sekpat bat badan jingkerman banang penklan ya ke yok ke kot jong ke jela.
Approval for extension of lease period for government land to facilitate developmental projects. As you are aware that currently we have a policy whereby the lease period for allotment of government land to lessees, which are individuals and entities, is fixed at 30 years. But in view of the need and the increasing number of proposals for large-scale investments and projects, we deem that this duration is insufficient to attract investors who would like a reasonable return on their investment. So the Cabinet, through the Department of Revenue and Disaster Management Department, came up with a proposal to change and alter this extension of the lease period of government land from the existing 30 years to a period of 60 years. And this is to be made further renewable for a period of additional 30 years for projects under different investment modes. This will, we hope, it will help to incentivize, encourage, and also attract investors to invest in various projects in the state of Meghalaya, and especially in sectors which are showing signs of growth and hold promise for further enhancing the economy of the state. The detail is that we want to create an environment which facilitates and encourages private parties and investors to invest in Meghalaya. Now, as per the existing policy in our government land, the permissible lease period is 30 years. But in a lot of emerging in the emerging scene, what is happening is that the ROI, the return on investment, is a very critical component of any investment plan. So a lot of investors consider this period of 30 years to be too less. For instance, in say the Orchid Polo, which will now come under this joint venture mode, the investment plan would be not less than 300 crores, which is why we needed to have a rational lease period which would encourage players to come forward and participate. With that in mind, we have extended the window to make it feasible for large-scale projects to have from 30 years to a period of 60 years.
Will it be renewable after 60 years?
Yes, it will be renewable after every 60 years. 30 years to 60 years, and renewable by another 30 years.
Okay, and for renewable, how much they
For each of these proposals, they will come before the Cabinet for final approval. Each of the proposals. The important factor that you have to keep in mind is that the investment plan is huge. For instance, the orchid polo, the entire structure, the proposal is that the entire structure will be dismantled, and whoever takes up that project will have to start from scratch. And therefore, if you invest 300 to 400 crores and you get a lease period of 30 years, there will be no takers. So it has to be rationalized that way. In this instance of Polo Resort, Hotel Orchid Polo, the Lemon Tree Group has come forward. There was a bidding process and they have qualified.
How much are they willing to pay? How much is it that?
I don't remember the details, but it would be somewhere about 300 crores to begin with.
Lemon Tree Group.
Yes, Lemon
Where
Tree.
from?
It's a 4-star. It's going to be a 4-star project.
And where from this group?
They have a pan-India presence.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kishab plus F hakajing som. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat akabathau bha kam kta ikadur jengki marbam kajing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki.
Balehi banai kita.
Kadon ka we kajing mentoy bakongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition bakam bha kajing im bakam bha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.